Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Journey of an Average Gamer, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 2. In this video, we're going to be going over the romance for Mass Effect 2. So first and foremost, we're going to go over who you can actually romance in Mass Effect 2. So if you're male Shepard, you can romance Tali, Jack, Kaidan, Liara, Ashley, Kelly, Morinth, Samara, or Miranda. Now, when it comes to the female Shepard, you can actually romance Garrus, Thane, Kaidan if you kept him alive, Liara, Jacob, Kelly, Morinth, and Samara. So those are going to be the total of 12 different people that you can actually start your relationship with. So if you're getting into the Mass Effect 2 game and you're not sure who you want to actually have your relationship with, you can choose from any one of these individuals. So when you start playing the actual main game, you'll know who you want to have start your relationship with. So now that you know who you can actually have your relationship with, I would suggest that you choose between who you're going to have your relationship with. The reason being is that you can actually talk flirty with more than one crew member, but there's going to come a point in time when you talk to one crew member, they're going to make a comment like, uh, I thought you were close with so and so. And then at that point in time, you're going to be forced to have to either choose to continue to be flirty with who you're talking to or shut them down and continue to pursue the other person that they're referring to in their conversation. So, in order to avoid being in one of those situations, or if you want to see one of that play out, then you just make the decision to always keep your romantic interest towards whichever crew member that you want to. Now, the first step in actually having a romance is doing the loyalty missions. Doing the loyalty missions of whoever you're going to have your relationship with will start the beginning of your ability to start to cultivate that romance with them because they already have your loyalty and respect. So I would tell you to first find out who you want to be in a relationship with, then do their loyalty mission first. As you can see in my video, I'm going to do Jack's loyalty mission first, so that way I can get the ball rolling with our romance. Along with loyalty, you have to maintain loyalty. So if you're going to try to have a romance with Jack or Miranda or Tali, when the episodes of crew infighting occur, if you don't have enough Paragon or Renegade points to end the conflict and maintain both their loyalties, you're going to need to side with whoever you plan on having a romance with because you don't want to not get the suicide, survive the suicide achievements, those two, and not get the Paramore achievement because you made the wrong decision. So always side with whoever you're going to have the relationship with. Now, once you get the ball rolling with the romance of whoever you're going to have, once you do their loyalty mission, you're going to talk to them after every mission. Of course, you're going to talk to everybody after every mission to make sure you get the full story. But whenever you talk to them, make sure you pay attention to their options because it's not always going to be the positive option or the flirty option is going to be in the top left corner. So always make sure you read through and you pick the most romantic or the most flirtatious option or the option that allows you to press the relationship. So the first thing, of course, is the loyalty mission. And the second thing is going to be consistently talking with the person that you're going to have the relationship with. So that way you could confirm and reaffirm that you want a relationship with this individual. The third stage is where you lock in the romance and that you confirm that, hey, you're in it for the long ride. So again, when you confirm and reaffirm that you want this romance to happen, you always have to look at the options because they won't always be in the same top the click the top left corner. So pick the option that shows that you want to have a romance with this individual. Once you continue to pursue and confirm and lock in your relationship, when you start the mission for the Omega 4 relay, it's going to initiate the romance scene where they come up to your quarters for dinner and then you're going to have a romance. So everybody's romance scene is going to be slightly different. I know they definitely turned or changed a couple of things for the Legendary Edition, but you're going to be able to initiate that romance scene after or when you initiate the Omega 4 relay mission. Now, when it comes to your import character and your previous Mass Effect relationships, so like say for example in my playthrough, I actually had a romance with Ashley in the first Mass Effect. So considering the fact that we were dead for 2 years and now you're working with Cerberus, when you meet Ashley on Horizon, she's gonna be upset that you're working with Cerberus, and you're gonna, even if you do all the positives, it's gonna be like, you know, uh, I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm not working for Cerberus. I'm working with him, and it's like she's gonna look at you like, I can't believe you work for Cerberus, and she just kind of turns her back on you. So if you want to, you do have the option to not sleep with anybody in part two to keep the uh romance alive for part three, or you can actually make love to somebody in part two, and then in part three she'll be upset that you got with somebody else, and then you have the option to be like, well, you broke up with me. Like, shoot, you turn your back on me on part two. Like, I didn't walk out on this thing. You can't get mad at me because I got some trim after you done broke up with me, right? So, you do have the ability to get back with Ashley in part three, but you're going to have to basically apologize and then rekindle your relationship with Ashley. So, eventually, whoever you actually did have the relationship with in part two, you're going to have to break up with them. So, it's going to be interesting to see that because I think I might get back with Ashley. I might break up with Jack. I don't know. We shall see in the walkthrough. But just be mindful of Ashley. If you do want to get back with her in part three, you can get back with her in part three. But in part two, there's not going to be a romance with her because she kind of turns her back on you. Now, when it comes to the romance that you actually had with Liara, if you had a romance with Liara in part one, Liara, technically, she's in this game, but she's actually not in this game. She actually has more of a background role in this video game, unless you get the Layer of the Shadow Broker DLC. Now, that's something that you're going to have to get if you played on the original Xbox 360 version, but if you bought the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it comes standard with the actual game. So because she's not actually a main player in the game and she's mostly her her role is from the DLC, you really can't actually have a romance with her, and this won't get you the Paramore achievement. But after you play the Layer of the Shadow Broker, you do get the opportunity in the DLC to kind of get close to her and reaffirm your relationship with her. So that way you could continue to keep that relationship going in Mass Effect 3. Or you can rekindle it in Part 3. Who knows? It's up to you. So that's going to be how you do that with Liara. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in getting into stocks and crypto, use my referral links down in the description to get your free stocks and your free crypto. Until then, see you in the next journey.